Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So today I bring to you guys some weird shit. Alright, so anyway, on a real note, I'm gonna slow this just a tad bit. Okay, so, you know, I've been playing PoE for a long time, and often I get bored, not because of the game, but I get bored because it feels repetitive, you know? Like, you play an arc build, or you play a fire trap build, or you play, let me just generalize this, you play a caster, you have the same outline on your tree, and no matter what build you play, you just fix the outline and it works. So like, for example, I'm playing an arc character. If I wanted to go Shock Nova, I'd get the AoE here, and the AoE here, and bam, I'm Shock Nova. If I wanted to play a fire character, well, I could remove this, and put it here, and go there, and switch this up and go here, and bam, I'm a fire build. But, of course, these aren't all the best builds, but they will all work for you. The real true best, like, OP builds are ones that are created with actual theory crafting, not just from the skill tree, but with the items on your, like, the items that you prioritize on your gear as well. So, I've thought about this, and I think I found a way to use EB my own way. Like, I'm talking about, like, a legitimate way how to use it. Now, this could have possibly been done already. I have, you know, absolutely no clue. And I forgot to mention, using EB without Zealots Oath. Uh-huh, that's right, I went there. Okay, so, now, again, I could totally be wrong here and fuck it up 100%. So I don't really know how it's going to work, but I'm going to run it by you guys right now. And this is what I'm about, you know, I like discovering new things. So, as you guys know, I'm playing a crit arc character right now. I'm messing around. I have Shock Nova on. I've got Lightning Coil and whatnot. And it's okay, but I want more. You know, I want more from it. I can get to a little over 5,000 life, about like 5.2, 5.3k with acro and phase acro. And that's okay. It's alright. But I want more. So, earlier I was watching Hegemony, and Hegemony was, he was using Mind Over Matter to go to his ES. Because if you look and read Eldritch Battery, you spend Energy Shield before mana for skills. Energy Shield protects your mana instead of life, so if you use Mind Over Matter, which is taken before to your mana instead of life, instead of it being taken from your mana, it'll cover your ES. So, I was like, you know, it's a really cool idea, but still you're kind of forced to go Zealots Oath. He's using a unique chess piece that's really cool, and for every endurance charge, he gets Energy Shield regeneration, and it like puts your charge up to 20%. I don't know exactly what the chess piece is called. I could find it for you guys a little later, but what I want to run you guys down is this. So, Voidbringers. Now, as we all know, Voidbringers, that's not the right button, monitor capture. Okay, Voidbringers. Voidbringers give you ES. In my current setup as a phase acrobatics character, that's useless. It does nothing for me. It gives you really good spell crit. It gives you, again, decent energy shield. Increased mana cost of skills. Kind of hurts right now in the beta. Energy shield gained on kill. And +1 to elemental gems. Well, I'm currently on my character, I'm currently using a Joffrey's. Joffrey's gives you resistances, gives you no life, and gives you +1 to level of socketed gems. So most people would use a Joffrey's crest on a lot of builds they're leveling up in because it gives you resist and it gives you a +1. But, as, again, a phase acrobatics character, armor gives me nothing, and ES gives me nothing. Since I'm kind of Evasion built, you know, I have, like, I was rolling a chess piece that I got. I started, you know, playing around this chess piece. That's pretty good. I think it's got a prefix open. I can craft % evasion on it, get it over 1k. It's got 104 life, and it's great. Have fun rolling 5 blues on it. So anyway, it's just acrobatics is not working out very well for me. I could see this working if I'm playing like EK or a projectile, something that can utilize green supports. But like with Arc and Shock Nova, because I do want to play, I think Shock Nova is going to be my next build. It's just not working out for me. So, again, there's also the issue, here's the second issue of if you're running a build that's using Energy Shield, if you're running a build that's using Energy Shield, and you use Blood Rage, goodbye Energy Shield, right? And then there's the thing of like, oh, but you can just run Blood Rage, and then it'll go to your ES, and then you know, you could use EB and then you're fucked anyway, because I don't know exactly how Blood Rage will interact with EB, but it says you lose 4% of your maximum energy shield per second, and you lose 4% of your maximum life per second. So it does it to both of them now. So I was like, fuck. And then if you're running Zealots Oath to try to counteract that, you're fucked anyway, because it's like shit. But again, if you use Blood Dance, first off, Blood Dance gives you a bulk of dex, which is great. It gives you movement speed, which is great. It gives you movement speed for Frenzy Charge, which is okay. It's so-and-so. It's alright. It's nothing too special. But it gives you 1% life regen per second per Frenzy Charge. Furthermore, you get the reduced attack and cast speed, which is a pretty big hit. But since Frenzy Charges give the multiplier of damage, it's alright. It's okay. It's no problem. And then you get 6% increased damage against enemies on low life per frenzy. That's actually really good. If you're running 6 times 6 is 36. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Yeah. So that's actually really good. 36% increased damage against targets on low life. Fuck you, Igniphoenix. So, Blood Dance is actually not too bad. So, with my current setup, I would have like 8.2% life regen per second. Now, I am sacrificing 2 pieces of gear here, but the synergy is this. The synergy is if you use Blood Dance and Voidbringers, alright? So say I'm using EB now, I drop Phase Acro, I drop this, so I have 5 Frenzy Charges, I drop this whole bottom section, and I'm using, where is it? I'm using an Eldritch Battery, so I'm still casting from Energy Shield, so I can scale up my ES no problem. I've got 3 ES nodes here I could pick up. I've got ES, I could spec around here and grab Faith and Steel. I'm a witch, so I could get ES from here. I could swap up my character. Anyway, the way it's going to work is Voidbringers give, let's bring this up again if I have it here. Voidbringers give 20 energy shield gained on kill. So, if I can support my energy shield off of Voidbringers alone, that would be super cool, and that seems totally possible to me. Now, of course, you take a large amount of energy shield, a large amount of increased mana cost, but I mean, when you think about it, when you're running maps and there's, 30 mobs in a pack, and you just boom, 15 to 20 energy shield gain on kill seems pretty substantial. So I'm pretty excited to see exactly how that works. Another option, God, that lags with monitor capture up so bad. Another option to think about is Ghostreaver. I lied, that's Life Leech, not Mana Leech, never mind. Yeah, there's no way, I don't think there's a way you can't convert Mana Leech to Energy Shield, can you? That's something else I'd have to think about. So that's kind of what I want to run by you guys. Now, if on worst case scenario, I have to pick up, if I have to pick up Zealots Oath, it's still okay, because going this route is fine, because by going this route here, I get Purity of Flesh, I come up, grab Arcane Potency, and then make a classical build. I'd come down, grab Devotion, I'd grab Faith and Steel, Celestial Punishment, Judgment and Punishment, etc. But I'm just really psyched for that synergy for a couple things. A, being able to run, Blood Rage without affecting my ES, and 2, the Voidbringers synergy. Also, Shock Nova is a 6% base crit, so that's huge. That's like 7 or 8% crit just off Voidbringers. And I think it's going to be really cool. My life will not be that bad at all. Because it's only 2 points I'm reserving, that's it. Gloves and boots. Gloves and boots. That's it. So anything else could potentially have like 90 life. If I think about it right now, if I drop my shield, that's how much life I would have. Because my shield has a terrible life roll. So, I mean, this one and this one, they'd have no life. But again, if I had to run Zealots Oath, it'd be like 6, so I guess 5. It'd be 5 charges. 5 charges is 5%. 5%, 6%, 4, 8. Actually, I might not even get quick recovery because this is pretty garbage now. I guess this is 0.8. So it's 5.8% or 6.8% energy shield per second. But since I'm not running Blood Rage, I don't have to worry too much about life. And then where the survivability would come in again is with Mind Over Matter, it would be hit to my energy shield first. So the only reason why I'm thinking I would have to use Zealots Oath is if I'm taking obscene amounts of damage, I can't regenerate my ES unless I'm out of combat. So it's just a couple things to think around. And now by doing this, again, one of the pros is I can reserve all my mana. I don't have to worry about mana regen whatsoever. It's completely obsolete, which is awesome. It frees up like a Pua. It frees up a lot of mana regen on your gear, which you'd normally get, and nodes on the tree. Pretty much anything that gives mana, I don't need it all anymore. Anyway, that's pretty much what I was thinking about. You guys let me know what your thought process is on that. This would also open up Carcass Jack, which is more AoE, op. But quick rundown if you guys want to see how my Shock Nova works now. It's alright. It's not too special. I'll just put a quick map in. It's actually bad. I'll say that. I need a lot more crit. And Voidbringers, that's why I need to respec this bottom part. Getting Doomcast and Voidbringers is like 240% increased crit chance, which for Shock Nova is like 13 or 14% crit chance, which is like out of this world. So once I get that set up, it'll be much, much better. So let's Blueska do. We can too. There's also something I was looking at. There's a new ring coming out, supposedly. And the new ring is really interesting because the new ring will convert lightning to cold, only 50%, and any targets that are frozen are automatically shocked. So it's pretty cool. Now this is also Shock Nova with 0% area of effect. It's 9.7k damage right now, but this is 0 AoE. Imagine using like conk effect, or sorry, area of effect, and then using Carcass and getting area on the tree. There's a lot of really cool stuff you could synergize with it. But it's, like I said, it's not doing its job right now. I need to really spec around into making it work, which is simply just getting more crit chance, which is not hard. If I just drop the bottom part and do what I was talking about, no problem. So a lot of really cool things. I wanna change it up. I wanna excite myself a little bit. I wanna be, I don't wanna be like, oh, it's PoE, it's that game, what's new? I wanna just be like, yeah, PoE, like what can I do that's interesting again? You know, I kind of feel like I lost my touch after I made my Trapper. Everything has been kind of just whatever. I guess the Glacial Cascade and the Summoner were cool. They're pretty neat. But after that, you know, I think the reason why I've been getting bored a little bit is just I haven't found anything that's really niche to me per se. Now I have tested around with 3 dragons with this, and the only problem with 3 dragons is I don't do enough damage. I freeze great, but I don't do enough damage, and that's why when this new ring comes out, it's gonna split it 50-50. It's gonna give me 50% lightning and 50% whatever it's called, 50% cold. And if I freeze a target, it's automatically shocked, which would be awesome. I think with 50% I can do a lot of cool stuff with that. But I really want to make this Shock Nova work. Also, Shock Nova is only level 16. I guess it's 17 in a Joffrey's, and it's in a 4-link. Now that I think about it, I would put my Vol Stormcall in my Voidbringers as well. Reflect does nothing to me with Topaz and Purity of Lightning. But I could put... What did I just say? I could put Vol Stormcalls inside my... Wow, that would be sick actually. With that ring, my Vol Stormcalls would like perma-freeze bosses. Because Vol Stormcall hits so hard. That's awesome. And they would get the +1 from the Voidbringers, and I can easily roll it, and I'd get two Vol Stormcalls in there. But this isn't bad at all. Like, it's really not. I mean, if you think about it, I would have like double the AoE I have now. Probably more than double actually, because I don't think I'll need to use Conk Effect unless I'm in a party or I'm doing bosses, and at that point I'll just drop AoE, because I'll drop Power Charge on crit for increased area of effect most likely. Or then again, I forgot, if I do this setup I'm doing now, I can actually just use a 5-link. You know, there's a Zana that I passed. It's okay, boys. That Zana will not be for this. It'll be the Zana will be for something else. But again, if I run 2 Vol Stormcalls, which I could easily run with Voidbringers, like here's the damage right now on Vol Stormcall. It's you know, I was hitting the wrong guy. Was this double boss? No, it wasn't. This is a white map. Yep. But that's gonna be it. Sorry, this was a bit of a ramble, but you know, it's always fun when I get something cool I was thinking about. I want to share it with you guys and whatnot. I swear, you steal my idea, I'll punch you all in the dick. All right? Nah, I love you guys. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful time. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I apologize. Yesterday I had a short stream. The power in like a 1 mile radius of Plano where I am just went. It just all cut off. It was like The Walking Dead. Like I went outside and everyone has flashlights and we're just like, what is happening? So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful time. Take care, enjoy yourselves, and as always, if you liked the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and check me out on twitch.tv/Pohx, where I stream daily. Have a good one, everybody.